What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OG GM, playing around with SteamYard again because apparently you all want to see what I'm actually looking at when I talk about this nonsense. So, yeah, SteamYard. It's me. I'm joined by Steve, the cat, who's around here playing with his Christmas present. It's Monday. It's the 26th day of 2022. Bam! Where did the year go? It's about 8:30 in the morning, and it's about 60 degrees and sunny, but the rain clouds are rolling in here at Site B, and it's time to take a look at the last round of, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, Bundles! I don't know why I do this. I don't know how this started. All right, so it's time to take a look at all this week's freebies, bundles, sales, stuff like that. Remember, these are all PDFs unless I say specifically otherwise. And when downloading PDFs, please double check them for viruses and malware. This happened to me twice, and apparently it recently happened to somebody else who downloaded some of the bundles that I mentioned. So please run a virus checker on these things. And since we do discuss charities, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for this sooner or later. I'm surprised I haven't yet. Maybe if there's a charity you want to support, like, I don't know, me, just give the money directly to the charity instead of working through a third company like these bundles. Unless the bundles is something you absolutely have to have, it's probably better just to give the money directly to the charity. And I'm probably getting into trouble for saying that. And speaking of support and charity, I need to remind you this is a monetized and sponsored video. So if you have a problem with ads in your YouTube, I'm just warning you. And I'm drinking sponsored coffee. More on that later. Now let's take a look at bundles. This week's freebies. And as always, these are 99% going to be on TTRPG, DM's Guild, or Humble Bumble. Okay, from Critical Crafting, we have a free copy of Midwinter's Morning 5e bundle. This bundle includes 24 pages of icy holiday Christmas themed adventures. The code is Xmas, XMAS, and you can get it on Midwinter Morning's actual site. So that is criticalcrafting.com. I'll include the link because, yeah, okay. So there's a link if you want to get that. From David Nielsen, not the actor, we have the Ultimate Dungeon Terrain Zone Combat for RPG. This is an alternate set of combat rules that can be added to pretty much any RPG. It is on Drive-Thru from David Nielsen, not the actor. Well, I mean, it could be the actor. I don't think it is. From Coyote and Crow, we have a new free introductory adventure for the alternate future sci-fi RPG. We all remember Coyote and Crow, don't we? I'm not going to get into my personal thoughts on this guy's issues, but, you know, it's out there and people definitely have feelings for it. So if you want to find out more about Coyote and Crow, there is a free introductory adventure on Drive-Thru. From JKY, we have a pair of new classes for Cyborg, the Morkborg-inspired cyberpunk game. We have the Fallen Hill Angels and the Ripper Junkies. And if you prefer Morkborg Standard, S. Murphy Games has released Dwarfborg, a new Dwarfborg class for Morkborg. These are both going to be on Drive-Thru. Gabriello Desprint has listed a themed list of shop. It's an easy reference for all 5e equipment, sorted by what shop you could find it in. If you're looking for a post-apocalypse RPG, Dice Doctor Games gives us Omega Soup RPG, an OSR Gonzo post-apocalypse cataclysm where each and every apocalypse has happened. I love this idea. There was a short-lived television show, I don't know if you already saw it, called Aftermath, I believe it was called. And literally the theme was, what if every post-apocalypse idea happened at the exact same time throughout the world? So like the rapture happened, but it only happened in Seattle. Post-apocalypse nuclear wasteland happened, but it only happened in Nevada. Cthulhu rose up, but he only rose up in certain areas. So sort of like Rifts, each area of the world got its very own apocalypse specific to it. Most of it happening in the United States because the show was, of course, filmed in the United States. But like Europe had the vampire apocalypse. There were places that had the zombie apocalypse. Great idea for the TV show. It could have had legs, but it got too weird. So yeah, I love this idea. I will probably pick this up, and I will include the link. Because not that I'll ever run it, but I just love that idea. So here's the link to that. Moving on, from Richard Kelly, we have a 9-page dungeon called Bite-Sized Dungeon. Gives you about 5 hex crawl dungeons on 9 pages. So you're getting about 100 pages of content on 9 pages. I'm not sure how that math works, but it does. Two Little Mice has released a quick start rules for their household game where you play the little folk, like the Borrowers. So if you're looking for a Borrowers-inspired tabletop role-playing game, we've got Household. Over at Dungeon Masters Guild, Michael J. Thompson, not the actor, has released Misfortune's Favor, an adventure set in Fendelvin for 4 to 5 level characters. So this is based upon the Minds of Fendelvin starter adventure that is considered one of, if not the best 5e adventure. It's free. If you don't have a copy of Minds of Fendelvin, you can get it on Drive-Thru and on DM's Guild and on Wizards of the Coast. And even going into 10 years later, 9 years later, it's still considered one of, if not the best 5e adventure. So here's an expansion to it, and it's from Michael J. Thompson, not the actor. Or maybe it is from the actor. I don't know. From G. Goticio, we have King Thunderheart's Hidden Treasure, a first-level adventure for going to get treasure. Henry Bronwell has released Warclad, martial class utilizing powered armor. This class builds the armor into the class itself, allowing you to customize the armor and choose different options for how it works. Is this a D&D class or for something else? This is a 5e class that uses powered armor. So I guess you start with normal armor and turn it into power armor. I don't know if we really need that, but okay, whatever. From Lucas Garzweski, Garczewski, we have the Ring Mimic. It's a ring that's actually a mimic. Oh, honey, thank you for this nice thing. Yeah. From Marcel Witz and Christian Dyewood, we have The Ghost Ship, an adventure for 2nd and 3rd level characters taking place somewhere near Baldur's Gate, investigating a haunted ship. And finally, we have this week's collection of maps. We have Arctic map, river map, house map, and swamp map. These are always free. There's new lists every week up on Drive-Thru. Just don't go to Drive-Thru RPG and enter free maps. Moving on to bundles from Fantasy Grounds. We have a big sale on both licensed Fantasy Grounds and Fantasy Ground products. So if you have anything that is Fantasy Grounds, whether it's Fantasy Ground Unity or Fantasy Ground, there's a huge sale on all the stuff that is for that VTT, from Pathfinder to Starfinder to Dungeon Crawl Classics to Fallout to Savage Worlds to Dungeons and Dragons to Star Wars. If it's new, if it's licensed, if it's on Fantasy Ground right now, you can get it up to anything up to 25% off. This sale ends next week. From Parable Games, we have 2 bundles for the Shiver RPG. That sounds vaguely familiar. It's an RPG about bringing your favorite horror movies and scary TV shows to life. We've got the Shiver RPG core rulebook, character sheet, Disciples, Gothic source book, Secrets of Spire home campaign setting, and other stuff. $34 is the price for the core. $49 is the price for the entire bundle. So if you're looking for a bunch of horror RPG related stuff, there you go. Here's a question for people who actually play horror RPG, because I've been watching a lot of horror this last 2 weeks. A lot of zombie, a lot of vampire. I watched V Wars. I watched Z Nation. I watched Walking Dead. I'm watching Van Helsing right now. What is there a rule in horror games that explains why characters are so stupid in these horror TV shows? If not, somebody should do that. We've got some maps from Grim Press. This is called Stock Maps. It's $2 to $3, and it gives you over a dozen battle maps. Well, I mean, they're PDF JPEG files of battle maps that you still have to print out, but yeah. Skirmish Publishing has been doing a 12 Days of Christmas collection, a new bundle every day of the week. I don't know why you're advertising it now when Christmas is already done, but they do still have the previous days up. So if you're looking for some bundles of various stuff, let's just take a look at an example one here. 4 Calling Birds. So this one apparently is all 4 adventures that are all vaguely related to avians, I guess. So each day has a theme. Each theme is sort of gives the theme to the bundle. Sorry. Samuel Newens gives us his new modern subclasses. We have 13 of the subclasses re-themed around modern day settings into a single convenient bundle. So modern subclasses, artificers, barbarians, bards, modern day barbarians, I guess that would be professional wrestlers. And it's $1 for this. I mean, $3 for this, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been fighting off a cough for the past couple days. Charity bundle time! Bundle of Holding has a huge bundle for the 13th Age role-playing game. I always like the ideas of 13th Age. Just in time to pick up everything for 13th Age because 13th Age 2nd edition is coming out sometime in the next couple weeks. Yeah. $25 is the most popular pledge for the bundle. It goes to support the Diana Jones Award for Emerging Designers. From Steve Jackson Games, we have a Fantasy Trip bundle. Remember the Fantasy Trip, the game that started it all? We have a whole bunch of Fantasy Trip product. I'm sorry. From Steve Jackson's Games, $15 is the cost of the bundle, and it goes to support the Diana Jones Award for Emerging Designers. We also have a Rifts bundle. We have the Rifts Core Mega Pack to get you started in the multiverse of Rifts. This includes the core book, the various guides, and the index of adventures. $20 is the most popular pledge for this bundle, and it goes to support the Diana Jones Award for Emerging Designers. Then we have the second Rifts bundle, which includes all the supplements like Rifts Atlantis, Rifts Undersea, Rifts Splin Dimension, Secrets of Atlantis. So it seems to be sort of a ocean-themed bundle for all the ocean-themed parts of Rifts. This is a $15 bundle, and it goes to support the Diana Jones Award for Emerging Designers. Blades in the Dark has a huge bundle up on Bundle and Holding. Of course, Blades in the Dark is one of the 2 top games that aren't 5e that is getting repeatedly hacked. Mothership, Blades in the Dark, Morkborg, and of course 5e are just the kings of being hacked and being converted to other systems for the past 2 years. Will this run of popularity with Blades in the Dark continue into 2023? Who knows? There are some amazing ideas in Blades in the Dark. Someday I have to get around to doing a deep dive into it because, wow, the ideas are just make you rethink a lot of stuff. So, yeah. This bundle is $13. It goes to support the Diana Jones Award for Emerging Designers, and it includes pretty much everything that has been made into Blade in the Dark and Forged in the Dark. But that's not all, because the award-winning Blades in the Dark, Forged in the Dark settings Spire and Heart the City Beneath from Grant Howitt both have huge bundles up on Bundle of Holding. We have Spire, the entire Spire run, Spire the City, all the bonus collections, the campaign frames, everything that's been done for Spire, including a soundtrack. $13 goes to support Diana Jones Award for emerging designer programs. And then we have Heart Bundle, featuring Heart the City Beneath and everything that's been spun off of Heart the City Beneath for Blades in the Dark / Forge in the Dark. As you know, Heart the City Beneath won tabletop role-playing game 2021 setting of the year. So congratulations for those guys, or 2022 setting of the year. That's $17. It goes to support the Diana Jones Award for Emerging Designer Program. And it is everything that has been designed for Blades in the Dark / Spire and / the City Beneath. So if you're looking for the #1 award-winning tabletop role-playing game setting of the year, here is the link. We have a bunch of stuff from our friends over at Goodman Games. Some stuff for Classic Dungeon Crawl Classic Bundle. Classic Dungeon Crawl Classic Bundle. This is featuring 30 products, including the Dungeon Crawl Classic Core Rulebook and dungeon screens, and a massive number of adventures. And also we have a Lankmar-based stuff as well in the bundle. $18 gets you everything in the bundle. It goes to support the Starlight Children's Foundation / Children's Hospital. So here's a whole bunch of stuff for Dungeon Crawl Classics from the Dungeons & Dragons licensed game Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. There's a ton of paid add-ons. There's now a Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms bundle, has a collection of the starter packs to give you a leg up in the game. Including the Bruno starter pack, the Jalaxian and Minx and Boo starter pack, plus 5 others, and including some top tier featuring 14 DLC bundles. Do you have to have an actual copy of the game? So $15 gets you every DLC for Idle Champions, but it looks like you still need to actually have a copy of the game. And this is from Humble Bumble. So this is actually downloading software for Idle Champions. So definitely, if you choose to get this link bundle, check it for viruses and malware. And $15 gets you everything. And this goes to support food banks. Okay. And our final bundle / news of the week. Henry Cavill, the once and future Superman, as we know, is going to be doing a Warhammer 40K TV series. And now we have a Warhammer 40K bundle coming out, which is, as you know, one of the games Harry likes. So there's a one Warhammer 40K Wrath and Glory bundle available. Gives you everything you need to get into the game of Warhammer. It's going to be the year of Warhammer, I think, next year, if nothing else, because of Henry doing his Warhammer TV show. $18 gets you the entire bundle, everything you need to start playing Warhammer except for the actual figures. And it goes to support children's hospitals. So thank you, Henry, for that. And thank you, Warhammer. That's all the bundles for today. Yay. The only one I recommend probably is the Omega Soup one. So here's the link again. A couple of the others sound maybe interesting. But there we go. And that's it for today. If any of those bundles sound like something you want to get up, you can get those at Drive-Thru, DM's Guild, and Humble Bumble. But remember, as always, check them for viruses before you open them up. That's it for today. I'm sure we'll have something else to talk about before the day's over, but let's hope it has something to do with any topic that isn't Wizards of the Coast. Till then, I am the OGGM, your humble guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense, reminding you once again, hold on to your hat, boys. It's going to be a bumpy 2023. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you don't appreciate this content, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 1 billion subs by the end of 2023. And remember, this is my job. So if you want to support me, there are several ways you can do it. You can do it through my Patreon. You can do it with the YouTube shop. You can do it by checking out my merch, including I'm having a huge sale of all my merch that is on Big Geek Emporium for the end of the year. Or you can check out my sponsor. Right now, it's time for my Shameless self-promotion. Want to give a thanks out to my sponsor, Kuso Coffee. I'm drinking a mocha right now. It is amazing. Even though it's been sitting on my desk for over an hour, it still tastes good. As you guys know, I am a soda guy. I drink soda. So for me to give up soda for coffee, you got to know this coffee is pretty damn good. So use my link down below. Get 25% off your first purchase of Kuso Coffee, locally grown, locally sourced, cold pressed, instant coffee, cruelty-free, whatever else you need to say to get people to think it is, culturally appropriate. Anyways, it's just good coffee and it's relatively inexpensive and they sponsor me. So yes, coffee. I love this stuff. Thank you, Kuso, for picking me to be an affiliate. Check out the link down below. Get 25% off your first purchase. And for an additional $4, they will send you a sampler flight so you can check out the other flavors. Till then, I'm the OGGM saying Happy New Year! Get off my land. I need to go take some cough medicine. I'm pretty proud of myself. I didn't make any mistakes this time around. See ya!